Interest rates are skyrocketing. Hey, it's Mike Novak from the Novak Real Estate Team, part of Real Brokerage, just north of Seattle in a town called Everett in Washington State. And today I want to talk briefly to you as the agent or team leader about interest rate conversations with clients. Right now, in our market, things are changing quickly. And what we're seeing change is we're seeing the rates rising, and therefore homes are starting to sit a little bit. But it's really price dependent. Like in the lower price ranges, things are still moving super fast. In the high price ranges, things are starting to sit a little bit more. So we're getting a lot of questions from clients about interest rates, and we're having a lot of conversations with clients about it too, and just leads in general. And I'm seeing a lot of mistakes that agents are making as they're having these conversations. They start to argue with the lead or the client when they bring up objections about interest rates. And the person will say something like, hey, I'm going to wait for rates to go down. And the agent gets defensive and just goes into argument mode, and they say, hey, 5.5% is still a great interest rate. Why wouldn't you want to buy a house? And that's just going to shut the person down right away. And that's what I really want to focus on today, is just how to reframe these conversations so that you're not arguing with the person, but you're getting back into alignment with them and making them feel heard and understood. Because once they feel heard and understood, and they feel like you've acknowledged their objection and you've then handled that and moved past it, they're going to want to do more business with you, and they're going to get past that limiting mindset that they need to wait for rates to go down. Here's what we know about the market right now, friends. We know in our market right here in Washington that prices are not going down. It's not going to happen. The inventory level is 0.5 months of inventory supply, and you all know that we need to have 5 or 6 months of inventory supply for prices to start to flatten or decrease, so we should actually have a balanced, neutral market that's not in favor of the buyer or the seller. That could take years to get back to that level, and until we do, you can expect to see prices continue to climb. It's just supply and demand. It's the most old school economic concept on the planet. So with that in mind, if somebody is giving you objections about the interest rates, first of all, make sure you understand it and just say, hey, I totally understand that rates have gone up 1 or 2% from 6 months ago, and I completely understand that that has you wanting to figure out if this is the right time to make a move or not. What had you wanting to make a move originally, Mr. Buyer? When you go back to that motivation, that's where you're going to reconnect with the person. Because now we're not arguing about interest rates. We're going back to them and their why, and why did they want to make the move? What had their dream of wanting to buy a house? And that is so pivotal to connecting with the person. So don't argue about the rates, move right past, acknowledge the rates, and then ask them what had them originally want to make a move. Go back to motivation all day long. And remember, we don't think prices are going to go down, but if interest rates do go down, they can always refinance. So they're never going to get a lower price than they will today. We know that in our market right here. We just don't think prices are going to drop for years. So you'd want to buy the home today if you want to get the best price possible, and then know that you can always refinance if rates drop. I hope that's helpful. I send out a coaching email once a week to everyone that I mentor and that I'm connected with. If you like that email, definitely reach out to me and I'll make sure you're on my list.